In today's video, we are going to be manipulating equations from standard form to slope-intercept form. So if we remember, our slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Okay, y equals mx plus b. So the y is isolated. Now, if we look at these equations are going to be in standard form where the y isn't isolated, but we have to use our algebra skills to get y by itself. So if I have this equation right here, 3x plus y equals 3, I have to get y by itself and simplify the right side as much as possible. So let me erase this. So in order to get y by itself, draw my line down my equal sign. I'm going to get this 3x and bring it over here. Now I can't just, I have to do the inverse operation of adding 3x, which would be subtracting 3x. Now when you do that, these cancel out, right? You don't need those anymore. And then you're left with y equals 3 minus 3x, but I like to put the x term first because that would be an mx plus b. So instead of writing 3 minus 3x, you would write negative 3x plus 3. And that would be my equation in slope-intercept form. My slope is negative 3, my intercept is 3. Submit it. Yes. Good. Let's look at another one. Let's look at another one. All right, 4x plus 4y equals 16. Draw my line down my equal sign. I want to get my y by itself. So I'm minus 4x from both sides. These are going to cancel out, except this 4y is going to come down. And again, I'm going to write this one first, negative 4x plus 16. The y is still not by itself. So now what I'm going to do to get rid of this 4, I have to divide both sides by 4, everything by 4. So that means these would cancel out. Negative 4x divided by 4 is just negative 1x or negative x. You don't really have to put that negative 1. 16 divided by 4 is 4. So you have y equals negative 1x plus 4. I'm going to type it in. I'll need the 1. All right, let's look at another one. All right, right here. 12x minus 20y equals 180. Again, want to get y by itself, you have to subtract both sides by 12x. These cancel out. And then you're left with, be careful, bring down this negative 20. That's an ugly y. That's a little bit better. Equals, again, I want to write the negative 12x first. Plus plus 180. All right. Now you ask, why can't I do 180 minus 12x? They're not like terms. So since they're not like terms, you can't combine them. All right. Now you got to get rid of this negative 20. So I got to divide everything by negative 20. And so, sorry about that. So then I get y is equal to negative 12 divided by 20. If you are not good with reducing fractions, use this Desmos calculator. Negative 12 divided by 20. Down here, negative 20. Come on. Is 0.6, but I want to convert that to a fraction. So I convert this right here, and it's simplified over here to 3/5. So that is my fraction, 3/5. Over here, 180 divided by negative 120 is negative. 180 divided by 120 is negative 9. All right, you can double check that in the calculator. 180 divided by 20 is 9, okay? But negative 9 because you're dividing by negative 20. All right, so we put that in our DeltaMath. 3/5. Make sure you go over x minus 9. All right, submit. All right, so, and again, when you're doing these equations, a couple things to remember. Always get the x term over first. Don't forget a negative over here. When you get to this part over here, try to leave it in slope-intercept form by leaving the x term first, then the y, and then you're dividing both sides by the coefficient of the y. Now, this part right here, you might have to use the Desmos scientific calculator to reduce the fraction if you can't do it quickly by hand. If you're doing good by hand quickly, great, awesome. Or if you want to double check with the Desmos calculator, even better. So that's it for today's video. Work on these problems, show your work on paper, and let me know if you have any questions.